The next question, Mr. Gordon, answer first so we can perhaps go back and forth on who's first. And this one blends question about education with Proposition 13. And the combined question is, what is the best way to improve schools across the state? And then can you address the Proposition 13 inequities and discuss how you think we can improve schools?
Well, I think first of all, we have to understand that we have been underinvesting in education in California for decades. Candidly, ever since the passage of Prop 13. And so we need greater investment in education. We also need to make sure that we hold education accountable. And so a good solid database system to track student outcomes across a range of performance measures would be appropriate. We also need to make sure that we have robust teacher evaluation. The challenge that we face, I think, in funding our schools has been that because of Prop 13, we disconnected school funding from the local communities. The tax dollar goes to Sacramento and is redistributed. I believe that education decisions are best made by local school boards, parents, and teachers. They're best made closest to the children in the classroom. And we need to make sure that Sacramento is not overly engaged in the education process in California. And so we need to look at ways to return authority and control and responsibility to local communities and local school boards. That, I think, is one of the best ways we can move forward to improve our schools.
Mr. Yang.
One of the greatest things about the Silicon Valley is that we are creating products that are smaller, faster, and better. We are still in our schools using technologies from the 80s or 70s. We right now have the technology to link kids to a vast array of resources, information online that we can tap into. So when we talk about funding for schools and the quality of schools, we need to make sure that when we spend money, we don't spend it just to do things the old way, just to put things on autopilot and keep it running. That said, when you go back to the money issue, I actually have a chat with a gentleman by the name of Chuck Bernstein. He actually is a Menlo Park resident as well. He runs a school in Palo Alto. And he said that there are a lot of parents who are willing to put money into their local schools. But under the misguided principle of fairness that every school must have the same amount of funding or similar, many of this money are being turned away. So we need to have creative ways to encourage parents to invest money in their kids' education and create a system where that rising tides will raise everybody's boats. Thank you.
Thank you.